Hello, hello. How are we all? Hello, hello, hello. I hope this is working. Not very good at this game, but hey ho. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Here we go. Oh, we got camera. Yay. Right. Well, spikes. Got to get these guys done. And we've got to get them off of here. Okay, he was fairly easy to do. And the majority of them have been numbered and drilled. I think it's this guy. Yeah, he needs drilling. Let me just adjust this slightly. Will you stay there? There we go. That's cool. Excusing me. Yep, he's all drilled. I think it is just this guy who isn't. But yes, plenty of bikes to do today. Or at least I'm hoping to do them today. They still have their old mounting holes on them. And honestly, with how they sit and whatnot, yeah, I could probably just get away with remounting them. Not gluing them, just mounting them for ease of painting. Although I may need to remove that super glue because it seems to be protruding quite a touch. Yeah. He's not going to sit flush like that. Where's me knife? I started to keep the sheath on it after the thumb incident. Yeah, definitely keeping it covered up and trying to be extra careful with the thing. But yeah, how are we all? How are we all doing? Hope things are good for you. Hope you've had a good new year and whatnot. And hopefully all the best things will happen for you this year. Yeah. Right, are you going to get back in there? Oh, it did. There we go. And that's snug enough to slam a paintbrush against it anyway. Yeah. Cool. Don't know what number you were. Which one were you? This one. Felt like something broke. Something did break. Oh. Oh no. That's happened in transport. We have a casualty already. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. And that's just fallen off. Where did it go? Oh, it's there. Okay. 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 I'm gonna get my manly tweezers out. Yep. Manly tweezers. There we go. And some Tamiya. Because we all love the Tamiya. It's not as gooey and awkward as the G-Dub stuff. As much as I love the G-Dub stuff, the gloopiness of it, I don't like it because things tend to slide. And it's not good. Not good. Not good. Right. Fix the casualty, hopefully. Can I do this without making a mess? Can I even... Yeah, there we go. Something like this. Get that slapped. Ah! Trust me to twitch. There we go. That seems flush-ish. Give or take a little bit of ish. I'd rather use the tweezers because me and my amazingly steady hands tend to have an issue. So I like to use the tweezers. There we go, a bit of that capillary action, and that looks good to me. I think that's right. Just do an exhaust test. Yeah. Okay, right, so I think best way is probably to do them in blocks of threes. I've got 3 of the stands out. Although do I have another one that has the stick in? Maybe. So, is audio levels okay? Can you see stuff? Kind of okay. Again, this camera is not the best, as we know. And my organizational skills are atrocious. I don't think I'll be doing assembly line stuff anymore. It's just not me. I just can't do it. Don't like it. I feel like I always make a mess of them. And this is the one that has the broken exhaust. Yes, it broke on the way to the game the other day. So this might need drilling and pinning. I'm not sure just yet, but it is still extremely loose. In fact, yeah, it's completely off. Wow. So here it is. See if we can at least position it whilst we paint. A little drop of that on there. There we go. But yeah, this is the problem with them having fiddly, sticky outy bits. Sometimes you get casualties. It's bound to happen. I mean, in this hobby, there's always casualties. Whether it's gameplay or the actual model. Oh no. Oh no, it's on the floor. Oh, it won't be me without dropping something, I tell you. Right. Where are we? Oh no, it's got a hair stuck on it now. Oh, trust me. Trust me. Tell you. Every time. And this chair is getting worse as well. Oh, it's got stiff wheels. Right, let me see. Can I tweezer this off? Painting video, yeah, and here I am tweezing hair out of plastic. Wonderful. Wonderful. Ah, that's a right mess. Yeah. It's gone now. Let's get it on. Hopefully. Because there's not much room in there to fire a pin through. Hey, look. It's right on that angle. Yeah? You gonna stay like that for me? Cool. Alright, let's get him done. Let's scrape the glue off this guy. Which, honestly, there's a big pool on this guy. Wow. Lovely scraping noises. We've got to love those scraping noises. Yuck. You gonna go in? You going in? Kind of. Ish. Yep. I think that's actually on pretty snug. Quite impressed with that. That's good. Very, very good. So, are you going to come off? Kind of. It's getting the feet round the guns. That's the hardest part about these. Oh, there we go. Wow, he really did not want to come off that. But he's off, We can get him sorted. Get him mounted on. Get on with his lives, yeah. Right. And pop that one behind there. And I reckon we get WoW stick out. I reckon that's what we do. I decided with my WoW stick case that I'm keeping everything in it now. So I've got my charger for it. I've got the drill bits and the WoW stick itself. I took the pin vise thing out of there and all that drill bits, but I filled the remainder with paper clips. So yeah, it's all in one spot sort of thing. I think it's a little bit easier for me because I used to have like a tub just off camera there behind like my water pot where my glues are. And I'm forever knocking paper clips all over the place. And it just, yeah, it's a waste of time having to mess around picking up paper clips. So, yeah. Also, the big guy, he is here. He is there. I can have him in shot. He can be hanging out in the background, overseeing my mech work, see if I qualify. Right, so there and there. There and there. That should go through. Hopefully. I believe we are in. That seems to be in to me. Okay, so again, we come down the line to where we think it might be. Like that. So you do it from this angle, then you do it from this angle, and you can just like kind of square it up by eye. Doesn't need to be exact, it just needs to be in the point of contact. Which I'm hoping that is. I believe it is. Yeah, looks well to me. Cool. 2 for 2, not bad. Right. So, paper clips. Paperclip time. I don't know whether... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm still recovering from my tonsillitis. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know whether or not I should keep half of the offcuts for the paper clips. I mean, they cost pence. You know, they're not a dear do, but sometimes it's handy when you can't be bothered chopping them up. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's neither here nor there, is it? But anyway, let us glue this guy in. And by gluing this particular guy in, it will mean that one of the bikes is 100% done. Or at least until I decide to give them an overhaul. Which, yeah, we're going to be a while off that, I think. So what I like to do is I like to try and put the glue into the hole a little bit. And then pop it through if it wants to go in the hole with my wonderfully steady hands. Then I use the back of my snips to press it in, because I have had it slip before and go through my thumb, so I like to be safe in that regard as well. And then, yeah, just simple case of trimming off that excess and watching it ping across somewhere over there. Yeah, that's that one. Cool. And where's my other piece? Here's my other piece. It's the same thing again. Just nice glob of glue on the end. This is why it took so long when I was mounting them. Oh my gosh, my voice, sorry. This is why it took so long when I was mounting them the other day. Because of my amazingly steady hands. But then trying to do it whilst feeling under pressure was even worse. Oof. It really was. Yeah. There we go. I'll put my thumb over that one gently, because it does have a tendency to fire into your thumb, so if you do it gently, it just kind of bounces off you. But yeah, that is a bike done. In theory. Bar the rim of the base, but yeah. This one's got a lot of PVA left on the side of it as well. Wow. That kind of really doesn't want to come off. And it's only PVA. That's well bad. Oh my gosh. Why is it so tough? It's PVA. Come on. Oh, there we go. Right. Do I have to slice it this way as well? Probably. Tweezers. Tweezers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's already broke off. Oh no. Oh no indeed. I don't really want to be prattling around with this anymore. Come on. Oh dear. Right, not doing it. Not doing it. That's enough prattling around for one stream. I say, as I'm about to start prattling around again. Oh, hello. He's still got a paperclip left in him. Actually got one stuck in there. Oh no. That's my glue over. Bob that out of the way now. We don't need that at the minute. Okay. Why have you still got a piece of paperclip in you? Huh. Is this what makes knobs stronger? They have a paperclip stuck in them? I don't know. Maybe. But it's not going to sit flush if it's sticking out a bit, is it? Where's my file? Stop prattling around, he says. Keeps prattling around, he does. Wow. Amazing stream, amazing content. Me just filing away a paperclip that's lodged in him. Oof. You sure I can't get these on it? No? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. I think that's flush enough. But the problem with it now is mounting him, and I don't really want to drill another hole in him. So I guess I'll hold him by his weapon or by this metal bit, because I know they're going to be metal, and I can do them once it's mounted, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I could paint it. No, don't matter. Let's just drill another hole. Let's just drill another hole. Because it's not going to make no odds. It'll make my life easier. Don't have to be super deep. What's another hole, eh? There we go. Whee! Right, he's done. He's done. And I don't think there's any others that have paper clips or whatever stuck in them, or at least I hope there isn't. I hope not. Oh, lid. Forgot to put the lid on. Oh no. Right. Okay. Where are we? There we go. There we go. Right. Right. I hope that's the last of the prattling around. I really do. Don't want to be prattling around anymore. Right. Here's me Battle Honours case thing. Very chuffed with it, and it's actually quite nice. It's got enough room for my little files. I will put this in when I eventually unseal it. Got spaces for me, 2 dry brushes, which honestly, I don't think I'm dry brushing with the big dry brush today. So you can go back in there, and yeah, might as well put that one back in. So we're going to be using my very old detail brush from very many moons ago. I like that brush. I've revived it about 10 or 15 times now, I think, from death, and it's still going. So yeah, it doesn't matter if it's an expensive brush or a cheap brush. If you look after it, you can always revive it. And if you abuse it, just try and use some of this stuff. the Masters brush cleaner. Yeah, very good stuff. Or isopropyl alcohol. That works as well, but make sure that you use some of that after. It's like recondition the bristles a little bit. It does help it. But anyway, yeah, just going off on a tangent as I do. Okay. Put the bike over there. And we're going to start with this guy. And we're going to start with the blacks, I think. No. We'll do the greens. Yeah, we'll do the greens. So this is my Bad Moons and Orc Flash 50-50 mix thing. It's pretty good. Like I say, I do like this blend. I think it's appropriate for what I like orc skin wise. But obviously each to their own. Some may not like it. But again, I think it's nice. I think it's nice and cartoony. It does what I want it to do. And that's all that matters, isn't it? Because they're my miniatures, they're nobody else's. So if I'm happy with them, I'm happy with them. Same with you and yours, you know? If you're happy with them, that's the way you do it. So we're starting with this, I think, first. Like I say, it's probably the smarter option because the darker colours, if I do make a mess, will overwrite it. The only bit I've got to be careful with really is the armbands because they'll be going yellow, you know, to give them a bit more distinction to Bad Moons because I've chosen to give them sort of biker black leathers sort of business. But yeah, pretty good way to paint, honestly, the contrast sometimes. You know, when you're not all in on the thing, in the sense of you need it to look the best it possibly can. When you want stuff done fast, the contrast is very, very good for that. Very good. But like some of the things I've done with contrast, like painting wise, I think I'd rather have not. Like the Stomper, for example, I use the contrast to kind of shade the whole thing, whereas I think I should have experimented more with inks and using them a bit more correctly, trying to get the eye retina burning yellow still, because yeah, it's got to be like that, because that is the Bad Moons way. But no, sometimes it doesn't sit right, the fact that I'm using contrast. And then other times I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad I am. So I don't really know whether I prefer it or not. It's, yeah. Because, like I say, last time I was in the hobby, contrasts weren't a thing. Nobody was making them at all. I don't even think the idea had even been thought of at that point. But I'm glad they're here. I really am, because slap chopping something opposed to base coating, layering, shading, and then relayering is yeah, a lot quicker, and you get better results than just base coats, obviously. But the whole undershading everything, I'm yet to use layer paints to just go straight over and undershade. I reckon it would be okay if you just did like a glaze or something, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to try that out, I think. See how that goes. Could be interesting. You know, see whether or not we need the contrast to do it, whether we can just straight up use standard paints. Because as far as I'm aware, I don't believe I've seen anybody do anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know somebody who has and they have results, let me know. Also, I've noticed this guy's arm has got a huge mold line on it, which I've obviously not seen, but again, it's a bike. Does it matter? Yes and no. Do I want to deal with it? Not so much. Not at this point in the mini, anyway. But yes, plenty of painting to do today. And as you can see, I'm not the fastest painter out there. Sometimes I hold the mini in weird angles. I think that probably is what contributes to my strains more than anything, but hey ho. Okay, so first guy, skin done? I think so. Yeah? Skin done? Looks done to me. Okay. Okay. Oh dear. Trust me to poke the camera whilst checking the playback. I don't usually do stuff like that, but because this is a live stream, I want to make sure it's right. But anyway, let's get some more done. Trying to be a little bit quicker, because again, not the fastest, and it may help me if I try and start pushing myself with the speed to get the whole accuracy built up. Probably wouldn't be a bad shout at all. But yeah, like I say, I can't see myself doing a big assembly line thing again. As slow as the older way of painting is, I think I prefer it. I think I prefer the old ways. You know? And I don't mean that in a Sigmar sense, I mean just the older style of painting. But yeah, the old style of painting, trying to smash out an army in a day is hard work, especially if you don't have access to an airbrush. Thankfully I do, but I'm not the greatest at it. That's something I certainly need to practice with. But I've heard a lot of people say that with an airbrush, they hate the cleanup. They think it's too long or whatever at the end. And I don't think it is. How far down have we got to go in this pot to get some paint? I'm going to shake again. There we go. Refresh that lid. Cool. Yeah, because with the airbrush, I think that if you rinse it through right, and you put a little bit of window cleaner fluid in with your water for your rinse out, it helps shift the paint, and obviously it's not harsh to the metals of the airbrush itself. And sometimes I think it's better to use that than something like isopropyl. So I've got like one of those lab squeezy bottle things with the nozzle for cleaning out my airbrush. And what I do, like I say, when I fill it up, I add about 5 to 10% of it as window cleaner. Well, maybe not 10, probably just 5. But window cleaner, like I say, and what I do is I try and dump the paint out first. Then I fill the pot with some water, backflow it, then dump it, then fill it up again, backflow it, dump it, then the remainder of the water that's left in it, I fire it out at the end of the nozzle, so like turn the airbrush on, and then I fill it up with water again, backflow it, dump it, and it's usually done. That's it. It takes probably 30 seconds overall once you get good at it. So the cleanup is non-existent. As long as you're not like spilling all over your airbrush as you're using it, which I have done in the past, then you're alright. But learning the technique of airbrush is probably the hardest bit. The whole press down, then pull back, push forwards, then lift off sort of thing. Instead of pressing down and moving back at the same time, you've got to go down, back, forwards, up. You've got to do it like that. So you always press down and then you just like do like little jolty movements back to spray. And then that way you're always blowing all of the excess paint off of the tip of the airbrush. So you don't end up with any sort of dry clogging on them or anything like that, which is great. Because that saves you an awful lot of time when you clean up. I think it's about time I refresh this brush. Oh, there we go. Right. And a slurp of pop, I think. Well, I say pop. It's one of them monster things. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. And there we go, that's better. I've just realised I put him over there instead of there. Oh dear. Oh, just having some shoulder issues there, sorry. I went all quiet. I think pain got the better of me. Right, anyway. Let us begin the next one. I think I always start with the kind of under neck chest area. I don't know why. Where do you guys all start when you're painting your minis? I know everybody has their own particular starting area. But I like to start on the sort of chest and neck because I feel like 9 times out of 10 it's the deepest area of the model. And I think I've got that drilled into me. And I always do the hard to reach places first, because if you make a mistake then you can always correct it sort of business. Which is a good habit to have. That's one. From painting as a kid, that's one that I learned back then. So, yeah. But I'm hoping that I can actually get through these guys pretty quick. Because I'm sick of bikes. I'm sick of them. I really am. I want to move on to something else. I'm still waiting for information on the armies on parade for this year. I want to know how I go about all of that properly, because again, I've not ever done it before, and I need to speak to my store manager at the Warhammer and see what he says, and hopefully go from there. Because I've had a couple of nice ideas about it. And I don't think I'm going to be sharing them on here just yet, because I want to make sure that I can do what I want to do, and whether I have to buy completely new minis and stuff in order to participate and this, that and the other, because I've got a large amount of miniatures that aren't put together, and I've got like some old stuff and some new stuff. And I want to know what the restrictions on it are. But I don't know. I don't know if it is just you buy a new thing, or whether you can use old hammer. Because I certainly would like to include some of the more older models in that. Particularly the Fancast Captain Badrook that I've got over there. I like to use him for this army idea, and have the pewter Captain Badrook that I've got as a proper normally painted Captain Badrook. That makes sense. Sure it does. I hope it does. But is this a thing? I'm kind of seeing a pattern here with this mold line on this arm. Have I just completely forgot about it all the way through this process? Or not? It looks as if I have. Never mind, eh? Oh gosh. Really bad. It's not like me to miss such harsh mold lines like that. I know, yeah, everybody misses some. We're not all superhuman. We're not all perfect. We can make mistakes, you know. It's more of where do you draw the line between making a mistake and being just completely and utterly nitpicky. Because that's me in a nutshell. Half the time I'm just too nitpicky. Far too nitpicky. But yeah, we are done with that one, I think. I think that's right. Yeah? Yeah. Looks alright to me. So we've got the knob to do, and under his arms, yeah. Yeah, this bit here. And he's got a nice random hair on him as well. Oh, wonderful. I blame Nanook. It's her fault for being such a furry little girl. Yep. That is the doggo, by the way, in case you didn't know. She's called Nanook, and she's a fluffy little fluff. Yeah, well, she's small for a breed, and she's a she, and she's the runt. So, dainty little princess, in my eyes. Because she's just a bit bigger than an Alsatian. So, yeah. She's meant to be a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Because yeah, when I'd been poorly for a bit, I wanted to get a dog. So like when I first started getting fibromyalgia, and when my degenerative disc was actually being investigated and not just fobbed off, because I've had that since teenager. But I was like obviously feeling down and lonely, and as you do, and I thought, we'll get a dog. Me and my partner, we'll get a dog. And I don't know why, but I decided that I wanted to get the dog that I've always wanted. So I chose the breed, and the missus chose the name. And we found her online on Craigslist of all things, which isn't really an English thing to do, to use that site, but we did. That's where we found her. Blooming Craigslist. And yeah, we went down to the place down in blooming Coventry, so quite a ways away. And yeah, we went in there, and all the other little pups come running up to us, and they were not the same colour as her. They were white and tan, the others, and as lovely as they were, I was like, they're not for me, the white and tan ones. And the people there, they said, well, if you want one of these ones, he's taken, he's going to be ours, he's available, and the other one's available, but then there's obviously the one that you've looked at. And I was like, I thought that was a bit strange, why they offer the other dogs. And I thought, no, because they're not the black and white ones. And Nanook was sat at the back of the box, and she just sat there, and she watched me until I looked at her, and I smiled, and she come running at me, and that was the end of that. She's been my best friend ever since. But I thought it was hilarious that she waited at the back of the little holding cell thing. Holding cell. No, the little sort of cagey effort that they were in. Yeah, she waited until I looked at her before she come and approached me. But yeah, that's my little fluffy girl. People say there's nothing little about her, but there certainly is things fluffy about her. And I understand that bit. But to me, no, dainty little princess. She always has been and always will be in my eyes. Oh, hello. Goodbye. And anyway, yeah, completely not talking about painting, just gassing. As I do, because I'm right good at gassing. I am. I'm right good at gassing. Huh. Right, I'm just gonna test something. Huh. Is that even going through? Just checking the chat, because again, this is like my first stream. I don't quite know how this is going. Yeah. What? It'd be nice if somebody would just put hi for me. Aha ha! It is working. Right. I just got no friends. Whatever. We're just painting. We're having fun. With my shoulder ache. Oh gosh, very bad shoulder ache. And is he done? Yeah, he looks done to me. Right. Done with the green for these guys. Oh gosh, that was loud. There we go. Refresh that brush. And I'm just going to have a little stretch and whatnot. So I will be back in a moment. I'm just going to mute the microphone. Apologies for this, but yeah, I kind of need to stretch. I've got a little visitor. Somebody's come in to say hello. You saying hello? You're being famous, eh? You're being famous. Hmm? You're being famous. You happy? Hey? I just went for a stretch and I opened the door and she come bolting in. Don't know why. She usually don't want to. Look. What? I'm not touching her, my belly's in way. You can leave. No? You know this isn't a doggo stream. This is a painting stream. Right. You gonna be good and let me paint? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, okay. Oh dear. Yeah, there we go. I think that was where it was ish. So, next colour. I think we do the blacks. Or the blue. Did I do blue trousers on this guy? I did, didn't I? Yeah. And they ended up very, very shiny. For some reason, picked up that mould line. Even though it had been sanded. Yeah. I don't know. I think I need some better sort of sanding things because I'm using these rather large sort of nail blocks. And they're not very good. Honestly. So I think I need some of them thin, bendy sort of stick things. I'll have to have a look on Amazon. I have a slurper pop. There we go. Got to keep hydrated, as they say. Even though that's not really hydrating, is it? It's blooming caffeine in a bottle. But whatever. This was the first guy, wasn't it? And it looks just about dry. As you can tell... Oh! Drop my brush. Oh dear. Come here, you. Thanks for not eating it, Nanook. Because she's still under the desk. Still under there. No. She's trying to lick my hands now. Stop. Don't do that, madam. Right. As you can tell with this guy, just here on his waistline, it's all a bit wrinkly crinkly. Because this is one of the reclaimed guys. I think that's the only way I can really put it. I've just opened Black Templar. I want the blue. We're doing the trousers. Yeah, he's one of the reclaimed guys. So yeah, it's not the smartest of guys, but whatever. Again, the same thing applies. It doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Because there's points on the table. I'm putting my brush on a minute. There is no reason for alarms. There's no reason for concern. Things are getting done. Adding more points of orcs. And having fun in the process. So, yeah, it's win-win, regardless of the result. I have put a brush on a mini, so I am happy. And that's how I hope all of you guys look at this as well. But I know it can be daunting when you look into this hobby and you see some of these absolutely outstanding painters out there, and you just feel that your work isn't good enough. And honestly, I've spent a long time with that mentality, and I don't like it. I don't like thinking like that. I think, yes, great, everybody has different levels of talent. That's fantastic. We all know that. That is life. But I feel that when you have your real connection with the army that you really, really like and you enjoy, that whole feeling not good enough thing kind of takes hold and gets the better of you. Which is not good. Not good at all, because it shouldn't. Because this hobby is supposed to be fun. And all I can say about it is just paint a mini that you're not bothered about. Just something random. And then once you've painted it, remember how you felt whilst you were painting it, and look at the mini itself when it's done, and just don't worry, and you'll be surprised, because you'll look and you'll see that even though you weren't bothered and you were doing it fast, you'll see that some of your brush strokes have been super accurate and like look absolutely amazing, because you've not cared and you've just been free with it. Because I've done it with a couple of minis recently where I've just like slammed a load of paint on them as a whole, like, yeah, let's just do it for laugh, get it done. And yeah, the results have been quite surprising to me, and it was a real refresher for me mentally. And it was just what I needed, because obviously I want the things that I do for the collection to be as good as they can be for me at that period of time, which is, yeah. And I think with the things that I have attempted to do so far and how I've approached them and the resources I've had in order to do them haven't been right. And that kind of lets me down. But then I think, well, I've still done the thing. I've done it to the best of my ability at that time. So I haven't failed. You know what I mean? And it's been added to the collection. So yeah, it's like a double win for me. But yeah, it's it's just one of them. But anyway, I think that's a bit of a conversation that you need to have with yourself, sort of thing. I'm not saying go and blooming talk to yourself, you get committed, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, hi Helen, thank you very much. I'm glad you like the bikes. I just looked up at the chat. Sorry for the late reply. I'm getting a bit engrossed. But yeah, we have the bikes. Lots of bikes. Lots and lots of bikes. So that brings me on to next thing I wanted to talk about is, how would you prefer me to decide what mini to paint? Would you prefer a poll on YouTube? Would you prefer it on a different platform? Maybe Discord or one of the socials? Or just vote on the video or a poll on the YouTube or something like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be nice if you let me know. If you do watch this, you get to this point. You probably won't, but hey ho. Wishful thinking. Yeah, like I say, just let me know. Because I want to know what to do after the next video that I've got lined up. Because like I say, it's going to be a bit more of a relaxed, fun video, and I'm hoping that it will be enjoyable for you all, because yeah, I think after these bikes and obviously the Stomper before that, I kind of really need one of those things that is just like, that's really fun, you know, like a real refresher. But yes, that one is certainly in the works. And with that video as well, the idea after that is I'll need some of your guys' help to track down certain things. That would be nice. But yeah, I'm revealing stuff I shouldn't be revealing, you know what I mean? Because it's not, I haven't started it, it's just an idea. I shouldn't be talking about it. That's a bit naughty. A bit silly of me. It is. Because you never know, things may get in the way and I may not do it, and then people will be left like, So, no, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about stupid bikes. So, yeah, I think I spoke about it in the previous video. The game that I had with these guys was absolutely hilarious. Chuck in 30 dice when they get in half range with the guns is just, 30 dice a squad. I mean, yeah, it's hitting on fives and whatnot, but it's throwing 30 dice. It's so funny. It is so funny, and I love it. I think it's brilliant. But yeah, we played it so wrong. I didn't do any of my twin link rolls, and we didn't understand about devastating wounds properly, and yeah, we just kind of fumbled it. But I've had a think, and I thought, well, what if I re-rolled my wounds? What would have happened? And it's like not much would have happened, because let's say I got one more wound in, it wouldn't have made a difference in the shots that I took, because what I'd already thrown killed the squad, you know? And the devastating wounds that my opponent threw wouldn't really have made much difference, because what he threw had already killed the squad. So it was like, kind of a lucky accident, but still, it's one of them. We're trying to learn, get things right, because one day I would like to do some battle reports for you guys, you know? Get my opponents from the shop down to my house and, yeah, have a game for you guys to watch. Maybe even a stream one day. That won't be bad. Stream some games. Would that be something that you would be interested in? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes. But yeah, as you can tell with these bikes, I chose the black for them, and honestly, I'm glad I did, because these guys are a little bit more grimdark in their aesthetic, and I wanted them to be more biker-like, the whole American bikers with the black leather and all that jazz, opposed to the English bikers, which just wear multicolored leather jumpsuits, which, yeah, I didn't really want that option, so I chose this one instead. But yeah, that is basically it. And then it's yellow armbands, metals, the goggles, lips, teeth. Yeah, pretty easy to do, just a little bit time consuming, as most things are. But yeah, bikes. Should I change my channel name to Tsunami Bikes? Yeah. I don't think anybody would pay any attention to it if I did. They'd be like, yeah, that's normal. Just bikes. All bikes. Again, you can tell this is one that I haven't done because there's a random shoulder plate on it. I probably should have took it off, but hey ho. Hey the ho. Oh no. Oh yeah, also as well with these guys, the fact that I've dry brushed it with Ushabti before hitting it up with any contrast, it has pre-shaded this skull on the back for me. So it's one thing that I don't have to do. just one thing though. You like the green, Helen? It is. It's Bad Moon's yellow and Orc Flesh 50/50. Just mixed it together and it gets like a nice cartoony green. Very, very cool green. I like it too, honestly. Very bright, vibrant, cartoony, and fun. Yeah, we're on the fiddly bits, doing like the whole neckline His shoulder line, it's fiddly. Really is. I mean, yes, I know he's wearing a necklace. I've kind of just painted over it. I'm not so bothered because you're not really going to see it unless you're pulling it point blank up into your face. You know, but who's going to be doing that with a mini done in contrast? There's not much point. So it can stay green. I'm not bothered. Yeah, anyway. I think he's done. Well, his black. His black is done. There we go. But yes, what is next then? Because the whole going for 2,000 point meme team shooty army thing that I was going to do, I don't think I am going to do. Because I want things to be more of I'm not even on the camera whilst I'm painting. I want things to be more of a relaxed sort of thing, and I don't want to have the time constraints because family life and whatnot, obviously they take priority, and when I've been doing these particular things, they have been cutting into that time, and obviously I'm not really happy with that. My partner's not happy with that. I mean, I'm spending less time with my son. It's not right. So I don't want to do that anymore, and I'm not going to do that anymore. So yeah, model a week. Or like, if I buy a box of models and it contains 3 miniatures, I do all 3 in the week. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So I'm not like doing a little dinky effort and then being done and having however long away from painting, because that's kind of counterproductive, you know? But it's like doing it in that way gives me time to put in more effort on like characters and things. But the overall standard of the miniature that I'm doing will be up as well. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, honestly. To feel like some of the minis, again, I don't like how they've come out. I feel like I've let myself down, and I feel like I've let the miniature down, because they are really nice sculpts. Some of them are really, really, really good sculpts, and they deserve the credit to the sculptors, you know? That's the way I feel. And sometimes when I see like what I'm doing now, just slamming contrast on them, it doesn't do them justice. I get it, like, for, you know, for the young'uns, for kids and whatnot. It's like the whole quick and easy thing about it, because when you're younger, we all do it. We don't have the patience when we're young. We really don't. Because I remember as a kid, I'd base coat stuff, and then that'd be about it. I'd be wanting to play the game, but the problem with me growing up is I didn't have anyone to play it with. My older brother, he weren't bothered, and my younger brother, there's like 5 years between us, so he was far too young, and yeah, we lived out in the middle of nowhere, so I couldn't really go and see friends as such without it being like a pre-organized thing. And yeah, it was hard work. It was hard work as a kid. It was only when I went into like secondary school that things kind of changed. Like, you know, your teenage years. Because we moved house and stuff, and I had a bicycle, a BMX, and I used to ride that everywhere. Go everywhere on that. But by that point, I'd kind of come out of the hobby, because there was more exciting things to do. Naughty things, should I say? Let's just call it that. But anyway, we're going off topic as I always do. But yeah, there he is. Another crappy little biker guy. And his crappy little coat. Yeah, I think that's all of it. And that bit there. Yep, and I think it's time to clean the brush. Clean the brush. Thank you, Ashley. The attention to detail isn't spot on. If you've just joined, by the way, the mold lines are atrocious. Look at those lines. Terrible. But thank you anyway. I hadn't done this guy's boots. I forgot his boots. I've been starting with the boots, and I forgot the boots. Look, I've done first one. This is the second one, and I've done third one. I forgot his boots. How have I done that? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, give this pot a shake. There we go. There we go. Right. We have our brush refreshed. We have the pot refreshed. So let's get this slobbed on. Because this is only 3. And 9, 12, 15. I've got 16 more to do. Or 15. 15 or 16. A lot. I've got a lot to do. A lot of them to do. And it's just, oof. Because I think I've slept funny. But knowing me, it's probably just an ache and a pain to start with. But my shoulders are absolutely wrecking me at the minute. And I'm just trying to have a little stream, have a little chill, a little chat, a bit of fun, have a giraffe, you know. But yeah, things you do, eh? Things you do for the things you love. Right, booty's done. Your boots are done. There we go. Wonderful. Now for the knob. There we go. Get his boots done. Yeah. Like I say, the thing I love about the contrast is you just slob it on. You ain't got to care in the world. Just bleh, done. It dries. End of. As long as you don't bleed into other colours or colour outside the lines, you know what I mean? You're pretty golden with it. But yeah. Right. Right. Oh, I'm not very good with this whole hold it in front of the camera thing. I keep looking up to double check and I feel like I keep going off the screen. So now you see me, now you don't. It's because I usually have the camera like over here ish when I'm recording. Yeah, it's usually like this. Yeah. Do you prefer this angle? Because I can do this angle if you want. This angle at angle. It'll be fine, I reckon. Again, we're just going to black out the whole of this guy's body. Because it's not going to be seen because the console will be in the way. And we don't care. to put it bluntly, we really don't care. The bits that are seen are meant to be black anyway, so we don't care. The only bits we're kind of bothered by are the metal bits. And even then, we're not super bothered. Yeah, just get it all blacked out. It looks more like a goth, I know, but hey ho. I haven't painted his ear. Oh no. I haven't painted his ear. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's only an ear. I've skipped over onto his arm now. Be fine. It will be fine. It's just a mini. It's just a mini. It will be fine. Right, weapon, yellow, metals, yellow armband. Yeah, anything else? Black. No, and brown for the belt. Okay. Done. With these three. I think I might just do these three today because, like I say, I am struggling. I really, really am struggling. I'm trying my damnedest for you all. Give you at least an hour of streaming, but I think we've done that by now. But my arms are just, they're killing. They are absolutely killing me. And that's another reason why I like to do the YouTube, because things are just not always that straightforward for me. I can't always just like be laser focused and stick with something because my body doesn't let me and I have to stop. That's why I did like doing my Zomboid videos to start with, you know, on the YouTube many moons ago. But I feel like it's too sedimentary of a lifestyle. You know, I'm knocking on. I've got issues to start with. I don't really want to be just sat here all day, every day. I want to do some sort of moving around. And yeah, another reason why I prefer this in the long run. But again, it's typical me fashion. I'm going off topic, you know, because I'm right good at gassing. But whatever. Let's paint this guy's ear. I forgot to paint the inside of his boot as well. It's fine. It is fine. It is fine, beef. Remember. Doesn't matter. Mistakes happen. Everything can be fixed. That's the way we do it. What is that over his ear? I don't know. Or is it his actual ear? I never know with knobs. Could be. Probably an earring. It's all probably earrings, but it's green now. That's all I'm saying about that. Where's that bit that I painted over? There. That might help. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Right. Boot. Let's get this boot. 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 Yeah? Right, so we're going to have brown strap. Silver. This cable thingy here. Probably good doing that. Black. Yeah. That'll do. I think that's everything I want black. Hopefully. I think it was dark oak that I used for the browns. I don't know. Ow. Oh gosh. I do have snakebite leather though. Might use snakebite. Yeah. Although Dark Oath is certainly one of the ones that I like to use, I think I will use snakebite. I will use snakebite. But I think I need to rest my arm because I don't know, it doesn't want to work and it really, really hurts. I'm not being a wuss. When I say something hurts, I mean it hurts. But yeah. Right. Oh. Ow. That's all I can say is ow. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be back in a moment. Let's bring the little boy out. Just for some of you who haven't really seen him all that well. Here he is. My little boy. Not very happy with this. The claw. The claw's good. I'm quite happy with the claw. Although I feel that this could be more defined. Maybe even not do it inside red. Maybe do it a bit more worn. The smokestacks are not super great. Not very happy with them. I think they need to be more charred than what I actually achieved. I think it needs more. But the overall like tarnish, I think, has worked okay. And then as for all the little rivets and things, I think I do need to dot them all one day. Definitely. And then just tidy up this dial on the engine. Because that, I don't know if you can really see it there. It's got a little bit too much popping off of it. But yeah. I think he's detailed enough. I think he's burning your eyes out enough as well. He's got plenty of intricacies. I like my little red-nosed grots. I think they worked all right. And honestly, I'm quite surprised with how strong these arms actually are because I can lift him up with the arms. I am very surprised at that, although I don't trust it. Also, his head is still not glued on because, again, I don't trust it. And there's a little guy on the top. The eye itself, I feel I made a huge mess with it. I think I made it too watery. I was too impatient. And I've lost a lot of the yellow on the front trying to do OSL. But yeah, I think I need to go back over this and be a bit more confident and do it a bit harder. You know, instead of painting on pre-colours, I should have just airbrushed it, full stop. But hey ho, hey ho. And then we've got the actual lifter dropper arm itself, which is just bleh. I really don't like it. Really don't like it at all. It looks horrible. I think I got to the point where I'd had enough of the project, and you can really tell here that I had enough at this point, because it is a huge muddle and the details on it are stupid, absolutely stupid. Hence why I chose not to dot the rivets on the body. But yeah, I am going to have to go back and dot the rivets. I really am, because it just doesn't look right. I think it's just a bit nondescript. The arms and everything, I've done them. Most of the ones that need doing, like the little ones around here, they're more like a decorative thing. I feel like they don't need it. The ones on the weapon, I feel like they don't need it. But yeah, like on the shoulder pads and whatnot, yes, did all those. And then I did a fair whack on this arm as well. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm a bit umming and ahhing with him. But yeah, I'll go bobbing back on, yeah, that'll be end at break time. And I'm back. Sorry about that. Right. Yeah, I was trying to finagle him back in the cupboard. He didn't want to go back in. Camera, are we going to stay? We are. Way, there we go. Okay. My shoulder really hurts still, but I'm going to power through. And we're going to do the yellows. We don't need that. You can go up there. We need some Screaming Pink. And we need some Leadbelcher. We don't need that. Yes, we do need that. We need... Where's my favourite colour? Ah, it's here. Your Shabty Bone. Yeah. Okay, let's do... Yeah, let's do all the contrast first. Okay, so we'll get rid of that over there for teeth and bones. That's before. Metals are last. Then it'll be yellows. But we're starting with snakebite leather. There we go. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of organisation, even though I suck at it. But whatever. Right. I didn't do this guy's toggle. Whatever. It's now got a brown toggle. And, oh, went a bit violent with that one. Whatever, okay. I think because it's a brown colour and orcs are just gross in general, it doesn't really matter if you kind of overshoot with this, which is cool. But I want to be fairly accurate whilst doing this strap. Especially with trying to get it into the recesses right, you know, so it's a defined line, not a murky line. That's all I want from it. Like that. Yeah. That's actually his lip. That's his teeth. Any more brown for this guy? Not really. Cool. At least it's an easy step. There we go, another twitch for me. When people say Twitch, they think streaming software, streaming site. For me, I think muscle pain. That's generally it for me. Everything involves muscle pain for me. Whatever. I'll get over it eventually. Give me another decade, I might be used to it properly. But yeah, like that sort of business, it's a defined line. It's bled a little bit here. And is there anything else brown on this guy? No. I want to take some more of that excess off there though. So it'll dry funny there. I can hear doggy snoring. I can hear a doggy snoring. I can't believe she's coming here, giddy, just to come and sleep under my desk. Wow. Wow. Well, at least she's comfortable enough to sleep there. The fluffy little thing. Yeah, doing the brown straps last. Like I say, it don't matter so much if there's overspill. It just adds to the grime of an orc. Right. Yeah, just the head strap again. I know, I should have done that in there on all of them. I'll go back in a second and do it. Because I mean, it's faces, isn't it? You've got to be right with faces. That's where you really need to try. Faces and weapons. So that's the thing that people look at. Yeah. Cool. What has this guy got that's brown? Oh, I forgot he's not attached. His belt. And I don't think I'm going to do his straps brown. Although I could. Yeah, I have to because I've left them white and blacked them all out fully. But there we go. That's that done. Drop a smidge more in there. And yeah, I was going to do this strap brown on his arm. Just break it up. Because his weapon, I think I am going to do his weapon yellow. Yeah. Yeah, I think yellow is going to be the best option. Yeah. Nice yellow weapon. Although he is going to have quite a large amount of yellow on him anyway. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue to add a bit more on him with him being the knob. I just don't want to be doing any free hands on these guys. I may stick some dags on him here and there every now and again if I want to give him a little oomph. You know, like if they've done something that's really heroic. You know what I mean? Like I did with my rocket guy. Yeah, like I've done with the rocket guy, because obviously he's performed really, really well in the combat patrols, and I'm dead happy with him, so he got some extra love. I think that's probably how I'll approach a lot of these minis that I do just to play with. Oh, gotta hydrate, sorry. So thirsty today. Oh, so thirsty. Oh, right. Rest my arm again. Because it's being silly. I have this thing here. See this? It's colour shift paint. Yeah? It goes green to purple. Pretty cool. I got a bunch of them for cheap. I don't know if I've shown them. £9 for 6 paints, and there's a variety of different colours in there. I took them mainly for these like gold colours and silvers. So we've got gold yellow, we've got gold blue, and the silvers. And then I saw these ones here were a bit more funky dunky. So we've got like green, blue, violet, electric blue, intense violet, orange to violet, and red to gold. So I thought, oh yeah, they look pretty funky. One's called Magic Dust and one's called Space Dust. Yeah. So interesting. Very interesting. Look, they're called the Shifters. I thought it was funny. But yeah, I got them to play around with. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, because it's like orcs. They're not really glittery. But I picked them up because I couldn't resist. So yeah, they are done in that regard. Where's the other bit for this? Where is the other bit for this? Because obviously I have here a Orc Gunner. It is from a truck. It's had its sight chopped off. It's had some damage on end, but it's still gonna kind of not put together in the greatest of ways, but still it is put together. And this truck originally it came with this thing glued on, with the bottom hatch glued on the top, or we're that way. Yeah, it might have been that way. That way. Whichever way it was, I'm not sure what this turret is off, but it's not Orc. I know that much. If anybody knows, let me know. Probably a guard thing, but yeah. Somebody had glued it on in this hole with a blanking plate and it just looked atrocious. So I want to put the gunner back in. So I need the surround thing for this, the cage bit, because obviously that bit goes down there. He sits on it and get it to spin round. But I thought I already had the thing done, but obviously not. And where's his head? Excuse me? There's his head. Crisis averted, yes. There's the driver's head. As you can tell, it's very flat. Somebody has affixed it wrong, and their way of solving it was to sand the top of his head off. Yeah. As you can tell, the driver sits up quite high because this is a Forge World model. It's majority of the front end is Forge World. Then these bits, the plastic bits, are additions. And I think, honestly, I'm going to try and take off all of the plastic bits and redo it. The chassis itself is plastic. All of it's plastic. But the back end is resin. And some bits of it, I think, oh yeah, it's meant to be like that. You know, have a big dent in the back end. That's typically Orc. But I don't know at other times. Because I haven't got any of the full images of this. And also there's like horrendous mold lines all the way down it. Which happens. Especially with the Forge World stuff. But yeah. He's one to happen. I'll probably just sponge it down, honestly. I don't know whether or not to use it in the Amazon Parade. This is what I mean. It's like, this is why I want to know more about that. So I know what vehicles I can and can't include with it. So I need that, I need that, I need that, I need him. Those bits are technically junk because these don't fit on these. I mean, you can if you really want to, but what's the point? You know what I mean? Because you can just stick guys in there. For the firing deck and all that jazz. And yeah, I can just launch over there. And then over here as well, we have the Squiggoth, which I took in to have a little play with ages ago. Like I say, I wanted to start learning scales, and then I never did anything with it after that. So yeah, my mate said to do it like a Frisian cow. I was like, oh god. So yeah, I started painting it black, and then I need to do white spots all over it and stuff, and a white belly maybe, and do it actually like a Frisian cow. I don't know whether or not I'm going to. But as for this bit itself, I don't know whether or not I'm going to swap it with the one from the other one, because the other one has got all the gubbins and attachments and everything. I just need to find out which is the better condition one and go from there, you know, because it's that way around. Yes, it goes that way around, but it doesn't feel right that way round. Yet when you spin it the other way around, it sits fine, but it's not right. I don't understand it. Yeah, probably just not sticking it on the right place. But yeah, it's just, I mean, rather wobbly. Rather wobbly. Oh no, there we go. Like that. Yeah. Sorted. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. But in typical me fashion, it is covered in Nanoka hair, because she gets everywhere, because she's good like that. She likes getting everywhere. Oh, we've got a lot of clan symbols on it as well. Yeah. Wow. I didn't notice this horrendous mold line underneath. Same on this. Gosh. Yeah. That'll really need some work. It really will. But I'm going to have to make it look half decent. Hopefully. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, it's heavy when your arm don't want to work. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Anyway. Let's do a bit more. Let's do a bit more. Do a bit more, and then, like I say, I'll end it. And I'll do the rest in my own time. Because, yeah. It's not good. My first real sort of painty stream, and I can't really paint, is gutting. Because I enjoy painting. I enjoy having a gas. You know. I wouldn't have minded a few more of you to come in, but it's okay. I understand. People have lives. I'm doing it at a funny time. A lot of people are working. I don't even know what time it is like in other countries, like America and whatnot, because I know Warhammer is big over there as well. You know, so it could be antisocial for you guys at this sort of time. But hey ho, I'm sure I'll do some at varying times in the future. Like I say, this is more of a little test sort of stream, because I've never really done anything like it. A painting one anyway. So yeah. And if you guys like it and you'd like to see more sort of streams, then I can do that. And then obviously I'll look at doing a bit more entertaining stuff than just occasionally having a break and sitting in silence whilst I have a break. Yeah, because that's no good. But yeah, it'll all come in time. Hey, everybody starts somewhere. And you know what? I'm going to do this. This shoulder panel can be yellow. And then I'm going to put some Ujari, some metal colours around the edges and dot those rivets. I think that should be fair for this model. Right, there we go. Slap that on. Yep, there we go. Next one. Ah, I just realised his armband's got a metal piece as well. Cool, very cool. Right, well, the metal thing can also be yellow. Not bothered. And the other armband as well. Yeah, I think that's it for him. Yeah, there we go. So again, I'm going to do the whole thing yellow, pick out rivets, put metal edges, that sort of thing. I think for the blades of the power claw itself, though, I'm just going to do them fully metal. Not going to put any yellow elements on those. Yeah. Alright, so this shoulder pad. Oh, the fact it spins round all the time is annoying, but hey ho. Oh, Nanook, you're a noisy girl. Just been scratching. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that was rather loud. And there we go. Yellow head now. Do I do that spike yellow? No, I don't think I do the spike yellow. I definitely do the weapon yellow. And get the angle of the dangle right. I think I got it. Oh, dropped him. But yeah, there he is. Hold on. Tried not to hit the blades. Because honestly, I think maybe just like rattling grime on these elements instead of metal might even look a touch more interesting. You know, if I can keep them clean like that and then just rattling grime them, maybe? I don't know. I might give it a go. Because I do like the rattling grime. I think it's a nice colour. I really do. I think it's a very nice colour. Oh dear. But yeah, problem for me at the minute, like I say, is my arm. It does not want to work. It really doesn't. Okay. Let's grab a little dish. Oh, come on. Oh. Sorry, been super noisy there. But we need to do some lips. And I like to use Screamer Pink for this. I think it's a nice pink. And yeah, it's very silly for an orc. Therefore, I find it very suitable because it's very silly. But yeah, all I do is basically I put it on like the plain blooming lipstick. Honestly. Like they've ate lipstick, not applying it, they've just ate it. But yeah, just like that. Takes 2 ticks per mini. I know it adds up across the board, but it's worth it. And I think it's the colour that suits this this green colour the best. Yeah. Easy peasy. And lastly, this knob. And the knob obviously takes a little bit more time. Well, at least it would if the paint would actually come off my brush and go onto the mini. That's what happens when you have bad brush hygiene. And just slap it on there. But I'm just trying to hit the gums with it as well. Not so much the teeth, but the gums. Yeah, kind of like that. There we go. There's a bit on his tongue. You know, to show that it actually exists. Although I don't know how visible his face is once he's done, honestly. But whatever. He's done. He's done. So last step now is best colour. Then we've got some skeleton horde and metals. Which, I don't know, I might not even use the skeleton horde. I might just hit up some of these with a little bit of Ushabti and leave it as that. So all it is to just like reinforce the teeth. Not the be all and end all. And I like to use Ushabti for the teeth. Although it is a bone colour and this is enamel and blah blah blah. Not bothered. I still prefer it. Regardless of what it is, orcs shouldn't have yellow teeth. White teeth, they should have a yellowy coloured teeth. Because that's what they believe is their currency. And yellow to them is the colour of money. So yeah. Cool, he's done. Yeah, he's done. I think it is just two tusky teeth on these guys. I do need to go back and do fingernails across the board. There we go. Oh. Yeah, so time for a manicure. Although, honestly, I don't really think there's much point in doing this. But I'll do it anyway. Because I can't really see any... I can't really see anybody looking at these guys' hands so hard. Maybe the weapon hand, yeah, but that's about it. I think it's getting a little bit too warm in this room. The paint seems to be drying rather sharpish. But saying that, I am doing it out of a pot. There we go. There we go. I don't understand why this thumbnail is ginormous compared to the rest. Like the thumbnail over here, it's big, yeah, but it's not that big, and then the one under here is like, it goes all the way along to his ring finger. Whatever. I'm just nitpicking. Right. I don't think I need to put any skeleton horde on. Honestly, looking at that mouth, it seems fine. I mean, yeah, I've made a mess with it. I've gone onto the lips, whatever. These are not competition winners. They're just bikes. Oh, my shoulder. Right. Okay. Metals. Oh. There we go. Are you going to stay open? There we go. Right. The knob. Here we go. I'm just being a straight pot painter. Not bothered so much. Because I know it's going to be a bit gloopy, but if I don't get full coverage, it's been dry brushed and whatnot, it'll just kind of look sharper-ish. So yeah, quick and easy over the blades. I want it to kind of be light on it. But I don't know. It's going to work like that. I want it to look like sort of sharpened steel. You know, where the blade is at a different angle, therefore it sheens, etc. But whether or not it's going to actually give that effect is a completely different story. There we go. Then, yeah, just a little bit of once over on the engine bit. Then we've got some chains on the back. Just need a little whatever. Like so. Oh, and then I drop him for a change. Got some divots on the helmet. Rivets on the arm. Blade on the arm. Earrings. I know I really should do them gold, but trying to minimize the colors and the time. Okay. Yeah, I think he's done. He's done. Okay, so we've got Spectre goggles on this guy. Oh, I need to do the inside of the lenses, of course. Or do I? Yeah, I do. he's not done. I haven't done his handlebar. Just needs a little bit of something on it. Doesn't need much. Just like that. So same thing again with this guy. Handlebar. Gonna put a little bit of metal on this arm spike thing. We've done his specs. Then there's the strip on the top. And I'm gonna kind of go side over on the chain. There we go. I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's alright. Well, just needs the eyes doing. Yeah, definitely needs the eyes doing. Right. Like I say, I didn't really want to do them, but it's on the face, and you've got to put that extra bit on the face, the extra bit of detail. There we go. Some nice eyeballs. Well, goggles, whatever. Lightly add in some silver onto that, and might as well do this buckle thing. Yeah, back of that handle. Cool. So I got this, got the lenses to do, and then that's it. And I suppose I could glue them down, and I'm done for today. Because again, although I would like to do them all, I just don't think I'm quite in the capacity to do so today. I hurt an awful lot. Yeah, there might be another stream coming up soonish. You know, try and redeem myself a little bit from this failed attempt. But like I say, it's my first painting stream, and I never know how my body's gonna be when I wake up. So yeah, that is probably the biggest problem. Did I do this guy's earring? No. No, I have. So again, some light downwards brushing. There we go. Yeah, I think that's done. Done. Done, 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 done. Oh dear. Right, what's the last bit I need? I need Scarlet. Scarlet. Right. I'm gonna get a nice point on the brush and get rid of that clump. There we go. And how I do it is I clamp my hands together and then I just poke it in. Poke it in where it needs to go. There we go. Just like that. Easy peasy. And it's these little details I feel that make the biggest difference in it all. You know? Because you can spend hours and hours and hours doing something that somebody may never even look at. But just putting appropriate red eyes on something is pretty good. Pretty good. Let's pull the paint off. And there we go. Right. Is there a little bit brighter? Whatever. Did I? No, I didn't do the knob's eyes either. Oh dear. I probably should have done the knob's eyes earlier. And the way I like to do knob's eyes is turn them upside down so that you can see the light on the eyeball and then just run it along it. Side on, pull into the corner. Obviously this guy's got a helmet on and my brush is a little bit mucky. But you generally end up with a decent eyeball. This one, probably not so much. And you can't even tell in this light because my light's poo. But hey ho. Right, that's that done. Done, 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 done. Cool. Right. Let's put that one away. And it's time to get these guys glued on and into position, I think. But I'm just going to leave them for a second because some of those metallics are wet and I'm going to be handling them. And I don't really want to be ruining the metallics. So we've got 1, 2, 3 to go on. And we've got the knob for them as well. But if I just spin around in my camera over here, that is how many bikes I've got left to do. So yeah, there's a few. There's a fair few. And you can see why I don't quite want to do it at this moment in time because there's just too many. There's far too many. And I'm hurting. And the pain is now going down into my elbow. Oh dear. I'll tell you what, it's great good fun being cripple. You know that. It's great good fun. you know, you get to hurt when you breathe, you know. It's wild, it's great. Right. Whilst I'm waiting for those metallics. Is this completely dry? Yeah, it is. Let's get some more of my favourite colour. And bob that down there. Because we can give the bones a little bit of a tickle on this because they don't quite look there, do they? There we go. Just to emphasize them a bit more. They don't need to be super fine, sort of amazing fades. I'm not bothered so much about that. Just want them brightening up a touch. So having top facing dark splodges is not right. It's alright on the underside, that makes sense under there. You know what I mean? But on the top, you don't want that. That's why I find like painting skulls and horns and stuff is annoying. Because sometimes you just don't know whether or not to place the darkness because of it being bone and being tarnished. It's like trying to achieve that without ruining the sense of the light. Yeah, I don't know how else to put it. You know what I mean? I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean if you've painted a bone before. But yeah, I'm just gonna pick out some of the higher edges, get them highlighted up a bit better. I haven't really got a particular direction that the sun's coming from on these minis, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Because again, we're not bothered, are we? They're just some quick and easy bikes. Quick and easy bikes. Right. Let's see. How is he? It's still ish. The Scrag Brown is still ish. But what I am going to need is that knife back out. Try and scrape off a little bit of this to have a slightly better contact point. Same with this handlebar end here. There we go. Okay. Okay, right, that's actually gone on and in there fairly simply. Great stuff. So the main Wait, what? Has he not been pinned? Oh no, I've only put one pin in this guy. And it's broke off. Oh no. I have to go full circle back to blooming WoW stick. Oh no. Ah, now he's come off. Yeah, let's take him off whilst I do this, because this shouldn't have happened. Right, so we want to be there, and we want to be there. Yeah. Don't understand why that hasn't been pinned. But whatever. It can be pinned now. Don't believe it. How did I not notice that earlier? Oh, I don't know. Let's double check the rest of these. Have I? One pin. He's got one pin in it as well. So has he. Why have I only put one? And then I've got two in that guy. Oh no. Great. Great. Well, at least I've got a WoW stick and it's like a 2-minute job for it. But still, it's not great. Can't believe that. Really can't believe that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one long bit like this. And then I'm going to do all off this segment. Right. Let's try this again then, shall we? So, a bit of that on the end. And we can put touch more on the contact point. Some of that put around the hole. Sorry, I'm not doing this on camera. There we go. Snips. Right, there we go. I think I've only put one on because they must have been the last ones that I was doing. I was getting impatient. So to save some time, I thought, oh yeah, I'll just stick one in. Do some when I get back home, and then I forgot about it. It's the only explanation I can think of. I mean, it makes sense, but still. Yeah. Ah, stop. Switches. There we go. Crisis averted. Okay. Back to gluing. Back to gluing the boy on. Well, the knob. Gluing his knob on. Got to make sure that the hand lines up. The rest of it, yeah, is fine. As long as the hand lines up, like so, we're good. Like I say, this is the main connection point. Then everything else can have glue via capillary action. Right, he should be right like that now. Cool. There we go. One done. Wait. I don't know what order I had him in. That's a problem. Oh no. I'm sure that it was this way. 1 3, 1 4, 1 5. I'm sure I counted them up, didn't I? Oh well. We'll find out the hard way. We will find out the hard way. Oof. He went in with a snap. I had to push his feet backwards to get him in there. But he's on. And on quite well he is. So squidge that together. Same under the boots, because I don't know what the contact points are on these. Whether some sides are actually even touching. So a decent amount of glue. Some on his bum, some on his groin. Both sides. Like so, and that's him done. Leave him to set. Just make sure that his handlebar is in position. Like that. Yeah, done. So he's number 3. So technically, that's the squad done. Wow. Ow. Now he's... Right. Let's get you in there. There we go. Oh no. The glue leaked up his arm as it pressed down. Oops. Well, this is the guy with the black arm now. Part of the Black Arm Gang. That's the thing from somewhere, I'm sure it is. Whatever. At this point, I've had enough. You know what I mean? Because if you're patient and don't touch it, it won't take the paint off. But again, I don't know if he's on the right bike. I don't think he is, honestly. I think I've mixed them up. But it's fine. He's done. And the last one. Oh, it's sat on there easy enough. And it's lined up perfectly. Yep, seems right to me. And there we go. That one is done. And I'm going to call it. Yep. I am going to call it. That's going to be enough for me today. I've done some. Not all of them. But hey ho. Can't be rushed. Well, I can't rush them anyway. That's more of the problem. We've had an accident towards the end, so I think that is certainly time to stop. But anyway, thank you to everyone who's come in and said hello and whatnot. And yeah, I will hopefully see you in another stream soon. And I think it's probably, like I say, going to be a building stream in conjunction with what I'm going to be painting for the week coming forward. So yeah, I will have a look and see if I can put some sort of poll up. But if not, then comment on this video what model you'd like to see me paint, orc-wise, obviously. And I'll try and do that, because I've got quite an array of miniatures that I have purchased. So there's plenty of variety, and if I haven't got it, I'm pretty sure I could get it. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, again, I am in the process of trying to save up for a camera, so if you'd like to help with that, that would be greatly appreciated. I'd rather you did something through YouTube with it. I don't think I'm going to bother with the Patreon or anything for some time. So just do me a super chat or something if you want to help the cause in that regard. But anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.